Okay guys, in this video I'm going to give you a few tips on using your customer support desk. So like I said before, Freshdesk has a ton of features and stuff, and you can do a heck of a lot of stuff with it. But we just want a free account. We just want to do the answer and send emails to our customers in a professional way, which is what we're going to do. So you'll probably land on this page here, which is the dashboard. You know, I've got to be honest, I've done a lot of customer support for a lot of different products and e-commerce and digital products and all sorts. Some insanely busy ones. I never, ever use this, ever. This tab here is the tab you're going to be hanging around in, because this is going to be where your tickets are going to be showing up, okay? So this second tab down, tickets, this is where you want to be. You want to have your ticket status on open over here, and then last 30 days, that's absolutely fine. Right there, so put that back to open. Yep, good. Okay, down here, most of these you'll never use. Ports, no. Admin down here, this is where your options and settings are. Now be careful when you first set up your free account. They'll give you a trial and you'll have access to everything, so be careful. You won't have everything after your trial. Facebook, you'll probably want to link up. Hit the Facebook button there, click add Facebook, and give Freshdesk permission to access your page. That way when you get messages and stuff on your fan page, they'll come right in here and you can answer back to them right through here. What else might you find useful in here? Fresh chat phone. You can buy a phone number right through Freshdesk, but to be honest guys, they're pretty expensive. Canned responses. Okay, so canned responses are something that you can add. In fact, let's quickly add a new canned response. So let's just call this sign off. Okay, kind regards, Matthew Houghton, and then you can put, you know, you can put anything you want. Find out more here. Then you can put the URL to your website. Here. And then follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. We can have that one, and we'll put our Real Adventure URL. Okay, put that in there, make that a link. Boom, that's done. Hit save. Now if you've got something that you do over and over again, this is where we want to use canned responses. So if we go into an email here, hit canned responses down here, and where is that? Where is that canned response? It should be showing up there. Let's just go back. Let's try it one more time. Could be taking a minute. There we go. Sign off. There it is. Click insert. Boom. It does it. Okay. So if you're getting the same question over and over again, then that is something super useful, super easy to do. So let's just blah blah blah. Okay, let's send this to the customer. Just make sure it is me. Send that off to the customer. Now, here's what you should do, or here's what I do. I reply to the customer. I then go up to close, and I hold down shift, and I press close. Okay. Now, if you don't hold down shift, the customer will get a notification, and it will say your ticket has been closed. Okay. So if you're just replying, a lot of people will be like, "Hey, you just closed my ticket." But the thing is, from the other end, all they need to do is reply back. So if you've closed it, if you're getting busy here, what I always do is reply and then close the ticket. and then I know that it's all these that are still left I still need to reply to or sort out, and then when they do reply, that ticket comes back to me, and it comes straight back into this feed again. It reopens itself automatically. If anyone does notice the ticket's been closed, I just say that the tickets automatically close, and you can reply to them anytime you want. You can also, if you're trying to find old tickets and you want to find the closed ones, just use this drop down here, and then that will bring up, that will filter that from open to closed. Let's just close that one off again like that. And really, that is the absolute basics. You can get rid of all of these at once. Hold down shift, hit close. That will get rid of those, and it will just clear up your desk. So ideally, you just want a couple, you know, ideally you don't want any here, but check in here daily. Stay on top of your customer support. It's super important. People really, really like to know that there's someone at the other end. Okay, so that is the basics. That's enough to run your support desk. That's really all you need to do. Go and explore. Oh, there's one other thing that I will show you. In fact, if we go to admin down here and go to apps. Now, I don't know if you remember me saying, but Freshdesk have literally only last week forced me into this new layout and everything. So things have changed a bit with Freshdesk. And Freshdesk has apps as well. And they have a Shopify app. Shopify. Now they told me, because we asked them about this when they were rolling out these new changes, they told me that this app was going to be taken down when the new Freshdesk came. But let's see if we can install it. Okay, let's go and get our shop name. What this will do is when a customer emails you, if they use the same email that they made the purchase with, it will pull all of their order details into your Freshdesk. So basically, you won't need to go digging around for orders. If they start complaining about something or whatever, or saying something good, then, well, no, let's just see if this is going to work. No. Okay, forget that. Or is it because... I wonder if it's because... It's possible it's because I'm not logged in. Okay, have a check, because I've got my main support desk on my Chrome. I don't want to log out of that. Have a check, go and have a look for that Shopify, paste in your ugly URL, which means not your custom domain. So your ugly URL is this .myshopify.com. okay, so copy all of that, well, in fact all of that, in case it's something different to your actual domain name. Go and post that in while you're opening the same browser and check it out to see if that works, because if it does, it's super handy when working with Shopify as well. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.